started, let me get to know how it's been your day, your week. And remember that we are going to the 3rd month of the year, and you said you're going to start those courses, you're going to put in for the visa, for the school, and all of those stuff. So tell me, how has the plan been so far? Are you still procrastinating? Are you still trying to, second guess the options or the decisions you've made for yourself? So I'd like to hear you. Tell me about your day. Eunice Ogu, how are you? Who else do we have here? We have, just reply me in the comment section, don't worry. I can see Eunice Ogu here. I can see Promise Omoni. Yes, of course we have our guest already right here. So we are going to bring him on board, but I need to get to know how my people are doing. Folashade Shodipo, are you with us? Are you here? You guys are not saying anything. What's happening? Oh, can you all hear me? Can anybody hear me? Oh, okay. All right, if you know you can hear me, just drop something in the comment box. Let me know you're with me. Hello. If you guys don't drop something, we are not moving. We are not moving. So tell me, Folashade, how has been your day? Where are you joining us from? What are your expectations from this webinar? And how excited are you to be here? So could you please say something? Let me get to. All right, thank you so much, Gloria Irabo. Thank you. All right, so tell me, how has been your day? Thank you, Raphael. Tell me, how has been your day? Great. Where are you joining us from? I want to know. All right. Toluwa Latunji, how are you, ma'am? Where are you joining us from? Mr. Ni Olofmis. He said what?
Huh?
Good evening, Mr. Ni.
Hello, good evening. Check out. Open up.
Good evening. Are you here with us? Or are you for us or against us?
Yeah, I'm one way in, one way out because I'm actually busy now, but I'm here with you.
All right, so you should be here with us, please. So where are you joining us from?
United Kingdom.
Oh, great. Thanks for joining. Where in UK are you joining us from?
Braintree.
You said what?
Braintree.
Oh, okay. Thanks
England.
for joining. Okay. Thanks for joining. So what are your expectations from today's webinar? What are you looking forward to see?
Sorry, I'll be with you in a minute, please.
All right. Thank you. All right, Eunice Ogu, are you with us? Let me unmute you so you get to talk, right? You want to say something? All right.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening, Eunice. Thanks for joining. Where are you joining us from?
Actually Lagos.
Oh, we're in Lagos.
Keja.
You look so beautiful, Joe. It's your smile for me. Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
Okay, so what are you looking for? What are you looking for to, get from this webinar today?
I'm basically looking out for one or two that I can learn.
Right.
Yeah, the goal is to learn. Yeah.
All right.
How also work on my investments towards getting goals.
Great. All right, yeah. Thank you so much. All right, so let's move to Gloria. Gloria, could you please unmute? Let's get to hear you. I'd like to hear your beautiful. Actually, this is going to be the very first time we're going to allow people to talk on this, via this webinar. We usually mute everyone just for concentration to avoid distraction. So yeah, it's let's call it Grace working today. All right, so I'm going to call her. Okay, Gloria says she's in a busy place right now. All right, quite understood. Okay, I'll move to Henry Olojo or Olojo. Which one? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Mr. Henry Olojo, are you with us? Mr. Henry. Okay, Mr. Henry is still trying to, join us mentally, physically, spiritually. All right, let's move on to Folashade Shudipo. Are you with us? Folashade, are you with us here? Okay. Okay, yes, thank you so much. Promise Omoni, are you with us? Promise Omoni, are you with us? All right, so I hope everyone had a great day. For me, it's been, of course, work back to back. All right, thank you, Promise Omoni. And I am also here still working just to give out the information, of course, that we all need, because I'm also going to be learning from this webinar. No one is an island, and we keep learning every day. The day you stop learning is the day, we die. So as long as you're still alive, you still have this, breath in you, you need to keep learning. So I'm looking forward to hear from our special guest today. Is a guru when it comes to anything finance, right? And I believe is going to meet all of our expectations. For the Christians in the house, most times when you go to church, it shouldn't be most times. Every time you go to church, you sort of look forward to an expectation. There is something they call it, I want my word, I want to get my word, right? Either from God by yourself when you pray in church, or from a servant, or from the choir administration. But this one, we are hearing it directly from Temitayo Ogulade, and I honestly can't wait. Mr. Adewale Akinbobola, you have something for us. Good evening.
Good evening. Sorry, I guess I didn't mute my mic.
No, it's okay. We want you to talk, actually. Good evening, sir. Where are you joining us from?
Good evening. My name is Adewale. I'm joining from Lagos.
Okay, thank you for joining. So, what are you looking forward to learn, to hear from this webinar?
Just looking to take away the lessons and get more knowledge on the topic here today.
All right, thank you so much. Mr. Elijah Kalu, are you with us? Mr. Elijah Kalu.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening. How are you today, sir? How do you feel? How excited are you joining us today for the webinar?
Yes, I'm happy. I didn't even remember that I signed up to this kind of information. So I just saw the alarm rang. So I had to join. Yeah.
Bravo. I'm so proud of you having to set an alarm for such vital gathering or say event like this. So is this your first time with us here at Vesti?
Yes, I think this is my first time. Yes.
So how did you get to hear about this webinar?
That's why I said I can't remember. I was just trying to figure out, but can't remember. But I know I saw it on the advert online, either LinkedIn or Instagram. Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay. All right. Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. Personally, I'm so excited to have you here. And the Vesti team actually was so excited to have you here. Thanks for joining. Please take a seat, put out your writing materials, your pen, your notepad, and be ready to draw from the wealth of knowledge of my guests, the two guests that I have. But apparently, sadly, the second guest will not be joining us. She needs to fix us something. But however, we are not going to be missing out on anything that needs to be shared tonight. All right, so we should get started, right? So I don't know if Temitayo is here with us. Clarice, I'm saying hi to you. Hi, Clarice. How are you?
Hi.
Hi, Clarice. How are you? It's a laugh for me, right? You're giggling or you're chuckling? Which one? All right. So where are you joining us from?
I'm joining from Lagos.
All right. Thank you so much for joining. I hope that you're gonna have an exciting, great time here today.
Yeah.
All right. Shola Ade. Shola Ade, are you with us? Glory Oguche. Good evening. I need to know my community members. Good evening. Hi, Glory. How are you? All right. Thanks for joining. Where are you joining us from, please? Lagos. All right, thank you so much for joining. All right, so I think please, should you know of anyone that needs to be in this room that you want to see succeed or having to make that smart financial move when it comes to relocation, do well to share this link to them. And like they say, there is love in sharing, right? So if it's someone you really want them to be right in this room, please do well to share the link with them. All right, so we are going to move on like jets right now because we need to smash the goals for tonight. So ladies and gentlemen, do me the honors to welcome my guest tonight, Temitayo Ogunlade. Good evening, Temitayo, are you here with us?
Yeah, good evening. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can we see your face? Why are you hiding your face, sir?
All right. Can you see my face now?
Yes, we can. So why are you hiding the gorgeousness of God? I don't want us to see. All right, thank you so much. I know it's always a busy time for you, right? And having to bring you up on board and creating time for us is something I want to publicly appreciate you for. See the way I also appreciate you, and my tongue is twisting already. Thank you so much for taking our time. Honestly, I know you've been on this back and forth before you finally, okay, Annie, take this date. So I know for you to have pick this date and having to be here, gracing this webinar, you're ready for us. So yeah, can we meet you briefly? Who is Temitayo Ogunlade? For how long has it been into the financial institution, or let me say financial industry? Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Temitayo Ogunlade. So I'm a financial expert, migration and financial expert. I've been doing this for 9 years right now. And so I believe with this webinar, would probably take 1 or 2 lessons away from this. So nice to meet you all.
All right, nice to meet you too. I want to be sure if you can share your screen. Good?
Yeah. I think.
Okay. Can you share your screen? I just wanted to be sure. Or you want to confirm?
I'm trying to confirm here.
All right. All right, so while you're confirming, I'd like to say hi to Eniola. Okay, hi Eniola. Hi Eniola, are you with us?
I am with you. Hi.
Hi, good evening. You're my name.
evening.
You're my
Oh,
name.
nice.
I couldn't just ignore that. Good evening. How are you
Good
today?
evening.
My name is Eniola.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Eniola.
Nice to meet you too. So where are you joining us from?
I'm in Lagos, Nigeria.
All right, thank you so much for joining. All right. So Temitayo, can you share your screen?
Okay, can you give me a minute?
All right. Who else have I not said hi to? Farida, I see you. Adewale Akin Bobola. I'm not sure if I've said hi, but I think I have. Good evening. I've said hi to Clarice already. Mr. Henry already said hi to me already. All right, so please, once again, do well to share the link to people you really want to see win in the year 2025, right? It's March already, so take the step you want to take to meet your goals, to meet your, your plans, your ambition, your vision board. I'm very sure some of us are, familiar with the word or with the term vision board, right? So the vision board, you know it already, but I'm just gonna give a light picture. I just want to give a picture so we all can picture it in our head. The vision board is something you write out. For the Christians in the house, the Bible says something, I can't remember, I think in the books of Daniel, it said that we should, write the vision. We should write it so bold, place it on the wall, right? So yeah, the vision board is, the thing. Please, can you mute, Dory? Mute, please. All right, so the vision board is the goals, the things you want to achieve, and is always in categories. Like you have your financial, your health goals, you have your business goals, which we can also call career goals, you have your investment goals, you have your traveling goals. Yes, I literally have like a friend that usually save up every year just to visit a country. Yeah. So she calls it, what's it called now? A travel goals. Okay, I'm going to this particular city, and this is how much I'm going to save, that is going to this cup, that is going to this cup, that is going to, and we have mental goals. For some of us, there are some people we do not want to associate ourselves with in the new year, or probably maybe our birthdays and all of that. So we have the emotional goals, like maybe you are the one that get triggers, maybe when people do something, you get angry easily, and you just want to avoid certain things that trigger your emotions. That's emotional goals. We have spiritual goals, but that's not why we're here. So we have financial goals, which is the main reason why we're here. The financial goals could be like, there's something they call Save Lock Wallet. I'm going to leave it up to the guests to actually talk about, where, on the Vesti app, you get to save up for maybe your relocation. Like currently, our H-1B visa lottery is going on, and we have people that literally been saving since last year. Yeah, they've been saving since last year. And now that the visa is up, we have some for 2 years. That's like 2023. And now the money is complete. They want to kickstart. For some, I'm not going to lie, for some, they just had to add, few amounts of money to what they already have in their wallets, right? To be able to enroll for the H-1B. So it could be financial goals, it could be travel goals, it could be marital goals. I mean, for those that are married, it could be that, okay, myself and my wife, this is what we are achieving. Okay, probably, okay, my husband is, doesn't communicate well. How can I, come in between, or come to the middle, so we'll be able to communicate well, and so not be able to, to have issues or conflicts. So yeah, we're getting started soon, but give me Okay, Mr. Joshua, thank you for joining. Could you please mute your mic? Mr. Ochayoku Joshua, mute your mic, please. Thank you. All right, Mr. Adewale Akim Bobola, please, if you have questions, do well to raise your hands, or you drop them in the comment section. We wouldn't want interruption. Normally, we do not allow people to, mute. We, do it from the back end where everyone is muted. But I don't know. We don't know what the spirit is trying to do. So, however, please do well to, okay, Mr. Adewale Akim Bobola, please go ahead. You have a question.
I was just going to say you can mute everybody from back end so that you don't have.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Thank you so much for that. I don't know. Can someone be, vulnerable a little bit to tell us one financial mistake that they've made and till date they still regret it? Is anyone vulnerable enough to tell us? No. Is anyone vulnerable enough to tell us this? I mean, one financial mistake you've made and you would not want to make it again for the rest of your life. Who would go first? Should I start calling names? You can drop it. You can actually, you can actually drop it in the comment box. I would love to read them. You can actually drop it in the comment box if you know you don't want to talk, right? So guys, no one wants to talk. Nobody wants to say anything. Okay, I think I'll call on Mr. Adewale Akim Bobola. You want to say something? You want to share something with us?
To be honest, I think at one point everybody has made maybe a financial mistake that they all regret. But can I pick one at the moment? No, I can't. But of course, have I had one? Yes. I can't seem to think of one. Or maybe before Mr. Tayo finished his presentation, maybe I'll remember one.
All right. Somebody said putting my money into MMM. Oh Jesus! I think actually, did anyone actually fall into that category? The MMM thing. Do we have anybody here? MMM. And I didn't actually fall for that. I didn't. Even the pressure, when the pressure was really getting worse, I didn't fall for it. I said, no way, I'm not gonna do this. All right, so Mr. Tayo, are you ready for us? It's 6:30 already. I think we've done enough icebreaker. We need to get started.
All right, please can you, from your hand, let me share my screen. Is it possible?
Okay, let me get on it.
All right.
Timothy, can you share your screen now? You should be able to share it now. Can you? Timothy, are you with us? I can't find you. Oh, are you with us? Can you share your screen now?
Yeah, I can share my screen.
Okay. So sorry, everyone. We just wanted to ensure that everything is projected and people could screenshot and yeah. Please let me mute Bumi from your end. Bumi, let me mute her. Bumi. All right, so you have your questions with me, right? You have your questions, right? Can I go ahead to ask you?
Let me speak to this slide a little. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, perfectly. We can't see your screen.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Tayo, like I said earlier. So I work as the senior finance manager at Vesti, and I've been doing this for over 9 years. So I'm also the financial advisor, and I've been advising companies, individual businesses over the years. And also when it comes to migration, I've also have my expertise there too. So, and I believe I have a couple of things, a couple of strategies to share with you guys. And so in which you can pick out strategies that you can use for the rest of the year. So I'll start by my first slide saying how to fund your move without financial stress. And so these are my agendas, the introduction to the webinar. So I have the problem statement. We all know that there's always a problem. Then move to the real cost of relocation and smart financing planning for relocation, smart funding beyond loans, then call to action. So I'll start by, in recent time, so many people have been hesitant about relocation due to changing immigration policies and economic uncertainty. The recent change in the US government has raised concerns about how immigration opportunity might be affected. And for some reasons, this uncertainty has weakened the resolve to take the lead. So questions like, will I find stability? Is it financially wise for me to move at this time? Will I be welcomed in my destination country? Are now more common questions that a lot of people have. And so these are questions that is on people's mind. And so I have some of these questions or some of these things for me to answer. So there has always been uncertainty when it comes to relocation or traveling. So you may recall over the year. Eniola, please, can you mute everyone?
All right, thank you. I'm here.
Can you mute everyone? I can hear.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Sophia, could you please mute your mic? I did already on my pocket. I don't know what's wrong. Sophia, please mute your mic.
All right.
Okay. So let me backtrack a little. So I spoke about some uncertainty on people's mind when it comes to relocation. And so some of this uncertainty has been there over the year. So you would agree with me that back in history, migration has always been a very difficult thing. Too many challenges out there. However, so some of that people can take, if you can take a calculated risk, you would just be able to equip yourself with some knowledge and some rightful decision to scale up when it comes to relocation, is to say. That's why we are here today, to learn one or two things about the troubles or the risk there, to say. So I'll move to my second slide. I'll talk about, you agree with me that when it comes to human behavior, psychology comes first. So when under finance, we have something called behavioral psychology. And so we have two terms here that I want to speak about. So loss aversion, when it comes to bias, it says that a lot of people tend to fear short-term loss more than the long-term gain. So meaning that if I'm investing in a particular portfolio, and maybe in the next year, I might reap 10%, but just because I want to make my ends meet right now, I would forfeit that and take the 1% that I want to earn in the next month. So these are psychological effects that I would seen over the years that actually affect a lot of people in terms of making decisions about financing, about relocation. So the second one on this one is hyperbolic discounting. So this also is psychological term that, so when individuals often prefer smaller or immediate reward over larger delayed reward. So meaning that a lot of people right now, maybe I have money, all I want to do is just to buy a power bike or to buy a car, instead of me to have a savings that can earn 10% per annum or 12% per annum. So if I make this kind of initiative to invest, I might make more money, even more than the liability that I want to incur. So these are things that we've actually researched about over the years that have actually hindered a lot of people from making the strategic decision that they need to make in terms of themselves, in terms of their personal growth, financing, even family sometimes it happens. So that's why we have it that no risk, no reward. If you don't take any risk, you would just be leaping on the same spot. So how do you see relocation, right? A lot of people see relocation as an expense of waste. So, so according to this webinar and research we have made over the years, so you should see relocation as an investment opportunity, not just for expense alone, but for an investment, meaning that you need to look into your human capital development. How are you right now? How do you want to be over the time? What do you think is your goal in all of this? So that's the human capital development. And also we have something in finance called net profit, net present value, meaning that the current status where you have today as against what you should be in the future time. So what are you currently earning right now? And what do you think you should be earning over the time? So that's what the net present value, NPV, stands for in finance. So we believe that if you have your own scale, that you've made decisions on what to do, you've put on a scale of preference and see that, okay, this is what I'm currently on for this year. And if I make this decision or if I put on my leg in this pool, I can grow further than maybe 10x or 20x more than what I'm currently doing. So that's the net present value. That's what he's talking about there. And so a couple of things that we've actually highlighted and we've seen in the visas we've actually processed over the years. And I can tell you for free that some of the solutions to this psychology effect that we've mentioned about is how to overcome all these financial fears. With a safety net, meaning that you can have an emergency fund of, say that you have a 6-month emergency fund and you want to keep saving for this kind of decision that you want to make. So some other thing that we've seen is using meta accounting. So there's a term called meta accounting, which will give you, if I continue, maybe as I earn my salary right now, I'm taking money from my salary, I'm using it to do my relocation expense. I might see it as a draining tax, right? So meta accounting is telling you that you need to open an account, a separate account for this decision that you want to make. Then you keep on dropping 1 cent, 2 cents in the account. And that would not come from all those your expenses that you've actually aligned for the year or for the month, as the case may be. So that's what, and so we also have something called currency risk, whereby if you want to migrate from Nigeria to the UK or to the US now, you would realize that if you convert your money, the exchange rate is a whole lot of. So it's better for you to probably save in dollars or in the currency of the country that you are relocating to. And so Vesti has that, but we'll get to that later on. And so some of these common costs that we've actually highlighted here is visa application cost, travel expense, just like the flight, accommodation to where you're going, initial living expense, rent, food, utilities, and every other thing. And some people, you might be a professional and you want to write the professional exam in where you are going to. These are costs that you need to account for in your home country before you even think of any relocation at first. And like I said earlier, so when it comes to relocation, is a financial investment, not an expense investment. It's just something for you to know that, oh, I'm making an investment over the 10 years, and I will reap it. Yeah. So we've come together about over the time that we've worked with different clients. So we have some scenarios and strategies that we can pick up from a couple of people. So I have Tunde here, he's a tech pro, moving to the US on an H-1B visa that my colleague mentioned earlier. So the current salary in Nigeria is 10 million per year. That's 830,000 per month. And Tunde spent about 20 million on the H-1B visa, everything, the expense, travel, flights, and every other thing. And we look into the strategies that we advise Tunde to take. Some of these strategies are employer sponsorship, savings in USD, like I mentioned earlier, and some short-term personal loans. And these are things, these are aggregation of how the strategies can be come with, what do you have? We give tailored advice on how we can sample size what you have and how we can be of help to you in general. So, and we've seen Tunde move to the United States on an H-1B visa, and he's doing currently well. So the second scenario that we have here is a student that moved to Canada for an MBA program. So tuition fee and living cost is around 60K Canadian dollar, and that's like 55 million naira. And so we advise her to probably seek for some scholarships to reduce the burden on loan that she wants to take. And so if you could see the balance of the strategy that we tailored for this person, we tailored the scholarship, the student loan, and we believe that when you get there, you do some some part-time work that can hand you some living expense as well. So, and by so doing, this candidate migrated from Nigeria to Canada. And thirdly, on my scenario case here, I have an entrepreneur named Mr. Femi. So he moved to UK on a business visa, whereby we look into his profile and we could advise him on what to do and tailor the advice on what he currently has and how to move And so he's into business, actually. So we look into business financing for him, assets liquidation, and forex hedging, meaning that we hedge the money through our third parties and ourselves as well, just to know that the current exchange rate did not fall short of what is currently here, and he could able to move to the UK. So I'm moving to the next slide, which is saying some financial planning for different families. You will agree with me that we have single applicants, we have applicants with spouse, and we have applicants with children. And so the strategies or the tailored advice that we have for this individual are always very, very different. So if you look at the visa fee for this, these are under the cost of application or migration. So under visa fee, US, Canada, for a single applicant, will cost you around 1 million to 2 million or 5 million, as the case may be. It depends on the exchange rate. And travel and accommodation in the country that you are residing, you want to reside in, will cost you around 2 million to 5 million. And living expense for 6 months in that country for a single applicant will cost you around 5 million to 12 million. And so the total for these single applicants is around 10 million to 12 million. And if you look at the applicant with a spouse, the visa fee and all the application will cost around 3 million to 7 million. The travel and accommodation will cost around 4 million to 8 million, as the case may be. The living expense for 6 months will cost around 8 to 18 million. And the total cost for that person is around 15 to 35 million. And if you look at the applicant with spouse with children, you'll see the visa fee application for US, Canada, UK, as the case may be, is around 5 to 10 million, depends on the exchange rate at that time. And travel and accommodation can cost around 6 million to 12 million. The living expense also can cost around 10 million. So if you look at this, you look at, oh, you're on the 20 million. Do you have the 20 million to spend on this? And that's why we have tailored advice for you. And that's why we have some strategies that we can actually implement in terms of loan, in terms of guidance, in terms of advisory, so that you can not take one decision that will actually affect you later on. So there's a way you can say, oh, you want to mitigate your risk level. So that's why we have the takeaway here saying that planning for family requires additional financial consideration, including school fees, daycare, healthcare, and other emergency funds that you might not even think about. So I just want to discuss with you some funding strategies that we've actually discovered over the application that we've tried over the years. So when it comes to personal savings, you would agree with me that this is very low in depth because you made the savings yourself and it took so many time. You can see the key consideration here, meaning that requirements are very high. And so you're taking a calculated risk because you made so much planning in terms of making this decision to save, meaning that even if I earn 1,000 naira in Nigeria and I'm planning to relocate to UK or US, I might say that I want to be saving 20% of my salary. If I'm saving 20% of my salary, it means I'm cutting myself some slack on some things, some probably needs, entertainment, or any other thing that might not have been so necessary for me to do at that time. So it comes with the requires long-term planning and high decision or discipline. So we also have migration loans. So these are just source of the way you finance your move to any country that you want to go. So we spoke about the personal savings. I'm speaking about the migration loans right now. And migration loans go to students or professionals. When it comes to students, so you would just need to have an admission letter for you to qualify for this. And if your school is supported, then we can disburse loans to you. And this loan does not require any cosigner or any collateral for the student loan. It does not require, and you can get from $2,000 to $100,000 on this loan. So this ensures income growth and can cover repayments. You know, when it comes to migration, this kind of migration loans now for students, I mean, you say that some interest rates are very high and you wouldn't want to put yourself in that kind of interest rate, right? So this is why we have some strategies for you to implement, take some loans and take some other advice, and all will work for you. Not like you are burying your head in one basket. And so for the professionals, we have migration loans that cover from 20 million, but this comes with collateral. And so some of the collateral could be COO, could be car, ranging from 2010, 2013, and thereabout. Depends on, as the case may be, just like I said. And so some other source of funding your trip or your move to the country of your destination is also scholarship and grants, which is covers for student, best for student, highly competitive, but reduced financial burden. Employer. So we also have employer sponsor and relocation. This is just meant for professionals. We have crowdfunding for families to support your move. And so that's just the takeaway here. Some of this funding can be diversified, and that's why we can advise you to take the risk. Please give me a minute.
Is everything good, Tayo?
Yeah, everything is good. I think I just backtrack.
Okay.
So we have a smart banking and currency risk. Like I've mentioned this, when you don't save under the same currency. So meaning that I am in Naira and I want to relocate to the UK, it's best for me to save in the UK in British pounds, so that even if anything comes, I can be able to look for it. And we've done our research and we've seen that dollar or any currency always fall during the February period and some other October period. So a lot of people would have saved from that time and beginning to wait for when dollar comes up, so that you can be able to use the strategy so that you can have more dollar at your own disposal. So some of these STVs that we have here is also H1B, like my colleague mentioned earlier. It's meant for professionals, and you can just get an employer in the US to cover you for that. And we have O1B visa, we have NIW visa. These are things that we do here, and this NIW visa can guarantee you a green card in the US. And O1B visa, at the end of the day, can guarantee you an EB1 visa, which will automatically guarantee you a green card in the US. So, like I've mentioned earlier, so we have other products like the loan service coverage of 14% on 5 to 10. What, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sorry about that.
So in closing, this is just my last slide. So take away from this is that, yes, you might be feeling that the whole lot of money that you want to spend on this, you don't have it, but I'm happy to tell you that we don't have one strategy for everybody. We can say, oh, let's diversify on how to do things differently from what we've used to. So like a student going to the UK or US now, we can say, oh, we encourage you to have a savings of 30% from the total amount that you want to cover. Then your scholarship can take the 10%, then you can get an education loan to cover it. So that's the strategy we've actually implemented. So in closing, relocation is not just about moving, it's about strategical positioning yourself for financial success. Every decision from funding sources to currency management and post migration planning should be carefully and clearly strategized over the years. It just requires you planning ahead so that you can mitigate any risk that come from it. So thank you. Eniola, do you have any questions? I'm receiving questions right now.
All right, thank you so much. Can we drop some happy emoji in the comment box for Temitayo, please? If you have been following, please do well to drop some clapping emojis for our guests. I'm not seeing the clapping emojis. What's going on, guys? What's going on? We have humans on this platform. Please do well to drop a clapping emoji. Yes, thank you for that, Shade, for championing that. God bless you. All right, all of this information. Thank you, Glory. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please keep it coming. Keep it coming. Thank you, Gloria. Thank you so much. Keep it coming. Let's drop the clapping emojis to appreciate our guests. All of this information that we all got tonight Myself and you know that some persons are paying in dollars to get all this information. Thank you, Olufemi Araoyebo. Wow, I need to that name, right? And you're like, okay, oh, thank you so much, thank you, Temi, thank you so much. All right, this was quite insightful, and honestly, the way you broke it down, if I was to begin with the usual way, having to ask some questions, I'm so sure we cannot, cover all of this. And you could agree with me with that, right? We cannot cover all of this information that you gave us. So I want to say thank you so much. If you have questions, please do well to proceed to the comment section and ask your questions. And should you're wondering if you probably lost out, or you didn't hear certain places, or you lost out from some of the information or from the slides, we're going to send it to you via email for everyone. If you register, we'll get your email from the back end, and we will definitely send it to you. And of course, we will send you the link to the replay to watch on Vesti app, on our YouTube Vesti app. If you're yet to subscribe, please do well to subscribe so you get to know more about our services. So let's move on to the Q&A. Is there anyone with questions you'd like to ask my guests? Because after now, you are going to pay for any question. Anyone here? Okay, go ahead, Mr. Olufemi. What's your question, please? You want to type in the comment section? You want to type, Mr. Femi? Would you like to type? Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Tolulokpe. Very insightful. Yes, it was. In fact, it is. Very, very insightful. And it's really deep, honestly. It's so deep. I wasn't expecting it to be this rich. Trust me. This is me being, business. Yeah, it was really rich. Okay, Mr. Olufemi, what's your question, please? We're waiting on you now. You want to type it? Are you typing? Are you typing your question, or we move on? Does anyone have question yet? Anyone else? Okay, so Mr. Femi, I want to assume you're typing your question, right? So let's be sure you're typing. Can you just give us maybe like a thumbs up or something, so we know you're trying to type your question, or you want to? Okay, so for anyone looking forward to know more about our services, please, we have, like you said, we have different services like the H-1B, Special Talent Visa, and the call to action for this webinar. Thank you so much, Sophia. Very insightful. Thank you. The call to action for this webinar has to be that, what is your next step? So, Mr. Temitayo, let me ask you, for everyone on this webinar right now, with all of the rich information you've given us as regards smart financing to relocation, what would you advise should be the next step?
Thank you. Thank you, Enola. So the next step is, from Vesti, the management has actually decided to do a 50% off for people that are attending this webinar. So if you have anything to ask, so there's a 50% off on our clarity calls. So you can just do well to send an email, then just send a proof that you attended this webinar, then we'll get on the call with you and tailor the advice to you specifically.
All right, so you hear it though. If I were you, I'm going to is the Zoom screenshot you should send to us. Don't go and send YouTube screenshots to us. So is the Zoom, except maybe you're streaming from the YouTube, and we will know if it's after the webinar you're watching it. We will definitely know, because we have fraud analysis.
Can I talk now?
Okay, please go ahead. Is that Mr. Who is that, please?
Yeah, my name is Femi. Okay.
Hi, Mr. Femi. Please.
Femi.
Okay, Femi. Hi, Femi. Where are you calling from? And yeah, what you do, if you don't mind. The mic is yours, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, very well, 100%.
Okay. For that insight.
We can hear you, sir.
For talk. So my question is, we all know that as a Nigerian, and so what do you advise in city and you are looking to take that kind of if it backfires, you are back to square one. Like you might really want it, you really want to travel, and there are no guarantees. So how do you balance this kind of risk? Thank you.
I don't know, Timmy. Did you get the question? I think
Can you
it
take
was,
the question again, Mr. Femi?
please, Mr. Femi, can you give us the question again? You were breaking. Hello, Mr. Femi. Okay, I don't know if I'm correct.
Oh, sorry. Did you not get the question?
No, we didn't. You were breaking, like there was breaks in all of the road. Could you please?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so is it better now?
Yes.
Yeah,
okay, so what I'm trying to ask is there are no guarantees like you're going to get a visa when you apply, even if you have everything ready, probably the admission or whatever. So what do you advise in this kind of situation? Like if it backfires, you are back to square one.
Okay.
It will be bad on your finances, but you want to travel, you want to relocate. So my question is, how do you balance this kind of risk? Like you are in between two risks, the risk of having to shoot everything you have at traveling and getting denied the visa. So how do you balance these two?
Mr. Femi, thank you for the question. Can you hear me? Thank you for the question.
Yes, we can.
We've been doing this for over 5 years, and I believe that we have tailored experts that can do or can give you the solid advice that you need. So one thing that you need to first know is that when it comes to application denial, according to research that we've made over the years, it depends on how you file for some of these visas, right? If you're talking about visa in particular right now, depends on what you file for, your pre-qualification, right? So all those requirements matters. How do you prep all those your requirements? Who is helping you to do some legal advice? When it comes to that, when it comes to petition writing right now, how do you who files all these your petition for you? So that's why I said when it comes to Vesti, right? We have tailored experts. So all you need to do is just get on Clarity Call. We will look into your own case. We will draw up a model for you, a framework that will work for you. Then we'll now start from you, right? So we'll give you the tailored advice that you need that will assure that this is going to be it. All the H-1B visas that we processed last year, all of them were successful. All were successful. Now the next round of H-1B is coming March 4th. Then it's going to end March 24th. And I can assure you that if you get on this, it's going to be a success as well. So I don't know if I've answered your question or.
Okay, Mr. Olufemi, was your question well answered?
Thank you so much. He answered.
All right, thank you so much, and we hope you're going to take the next step right now after this call.
Of course, we'll see. We'll see.
All right, so we have a question here, Mr. Tayor. Someone is saying, does a UK resident who is on the NIW EB2 route with Vesti complete the payment using the loan offer? So I think that this person is trying to ask what if the EB2 route comes with a loan offer with Vesti.
Yeah, thank you.
He said we should note that he has paid $5,000 as a part payment. So can I get access to $5,000 loan to pay up?
Yeah, so you can get a 5,000 more loan to pay up. This is under the migration support loan, right? All you need is to show a proof of any collateral that you have, either a landed property, a car that is 2013 equivalent. So that's all you need to do, and you get the loan.
All right, Mr. Olutayo, was that well answered? Please just give me a thumbs up in the comment box. All right, we have one from who is that? Sorry, hold on, Sophie. Just hold on. We have one question. Sophia, hold on, please. We have a question from Gloria. She says, please, does vesting loan come with visa support letter? And if a Nigerian, Sophia, could you please mute your mic, please? Thank you. All right, the first question, let me take it again. Please, does vesting loan come with visa support letter? And two, if a Nigerian based in Ghana wants to apply, does he or she have to come down to Nigeria? Do I need a guarantor to apply?
I think, I don't know the kind of loan you want to get. If you want to get the migration support loan, then that's a different case. But if you're talking about the student loan, then you don't even have to do anything. All you need to do is to just show us that you have an admission letter. Then we will now look if your admission letter is covered by the supported schools that we have. Then we'll now process it for you. Then we'll give you the requirement of what you need to provide. So all you need to provide is if you have funding, if you have any savings that you've had, if you have any crowdfunding, that's family and friends support, then if you have that, that would bring down the loan offer or the loan that you want to take and bring it down. That will give you more qualification rights and percentage based on proportion. So
all right.
I didn't answer the question, right?
I think so. Gloria, was your question well answered?
So, or if you could identify what kind of loans you want to take. Is it the student loan you want to take, or is it the migration loan you want to take?
All right. So someone was asking, what are the documents we need to submit for the loans? So I think we don't say that out until maybe when you jump on the clarity call. Or do you want to
So that's why I said the management has actually decided to give a 50% off on clarity call. So if you're getting on clarity call for loan, you are sure that you're 70%. That's what 50% is what you want to pay. 50% is off for you.
All right, so Mr. Tayo, Gloria said you've not answered the whole question. I think you only answered the vesting loan come with visa support letter. Does it? Yes or no?
It does. Yes, it does.
Okay. All right. So if a Nigerian based in Ghana wants to apply, does he or she have to come down to Nigeria?
Yeah, that's why I said I don't know the kind of loan you want to get. If you want to get the migration support loan, all you need to do is to show us the proof of any collateral. But if it's student loan, you don't need to come to Nigeria. All you need to do is show us the admission letter that you have, and that's okay.
All right. So do they need a guarantor? Or is there an age limit, or what kind of profession do you get to, all those kind of questions?
Yeah, like I said, for student loan, you don't need a guarantor, you don't need any cosigner. All you need is an admission letter, and if your school is supported by us, then we'll give you the loan. That's it.
All right. So for the student loan now, is there a percentage when it comes to the interest? Some persons at times, if they don't get some of this information, but I don't think we want to dish out that. Make use of the 50% discount. That's why you have to join this webinar. Do well to me. Honestly, this is just, I don't want to say 1/3. It's not even up to 1/3 of the information you need. So many people are missing out from these opportunities. They don't know. And they are not agents. We are not. I say it all the time whenever I come to this webinar. Vesti is not an agent. We are just, our own vision is different from agent vision. We really want to see people use their talent, get the opportunity they've been wanting to get, right? And once you get there, you will know the difference. And when you start with us, apparently, you get to know the difference between Vesti and the others, right? So make use of the 50% discount if you really want to be part or to know more about the migration loans or the loans in general. So screenshot this now. Tell us that you were part of the webinar. However, we're going to be sending an email to everyone that that is present right here, and by tomorrow we'll get to know those. So please, if you actually join the webinar, I'm going to be dropping my email. Yes, I think we should do that, right? So if you join the webinar and you want to enjoy the 50% discount, so please do well to message me, Eniola at wevesti.com. Send me an email. Yes, if you send me an email, that's my email, official email. Send me an email that, I was on with a proof, please. I can't promise that I'm going to remember everyone's name, right? Because I talk to people every time, every second with different names. So please do well to screenshot. I will link you up to, if you want to proceed with the 50% discount, we'll link you up to the department. We have, you guys wouldn't want to know how much we, get to, make this a reality for everyone's dream willing to move abroad, because we have all hands on deck. We have over 50 legal officers, because it's not a joke. He could confirm. We have over 50 legal officers, and we have clients, people that we definitely put on our own. Our neck is deep into people's, we carry people's matter for it. Let me use that word. So apparently, if you really want to be a part of this, make use of the 50% discount. All right. Sorry, I think there's a question. Sorry, please. There's a question I'm missing out. Okay, someone is saying that I'm sorry. So what is the interest rate for the student loan, please? I have secured my admission for masters in the US for fall entry. I think we answered that.
Yeah, well, in case he missed out, so the interest rate is between 10 to 14%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody is saying there are some schools on our website, and we later, please, can you show us a proof where we denied that we were not working with them? Can you show us a proof?
No, we even updated the schools of recent. So
yeah, about, I think 77,000.
Yeah, so you can go back and check, and you could send us an email as well. So just follow. Yeah.
Send an email. I just dropped my email, eniola@weavesty, or let me send Temitayo's email. Temitayo@weavesty, right?
No, let me just give you my.
You say what?
I'm typing now.
Okay. Okay, Sophia, please go ahead. I'm so sorry, my dear Sophia. Please go ahead with your question, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much.
I'm so sorry, please. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
My question, I have an opportunity to relocate to Germany using the skilled workers visa. And the only, they said I should upload some documents for preliminary check at the German consulate. And one of it is a proof of livelihood. So they said I should fund a block account for that purpose. I wanted to know if people do that. It's about 5,281 euros. They said I should fund. I don't know if people give loan for that. And what support such location. Thank you.
Did you get that, Mr. Tayo?
No, I didn't get that. I really didn't get that very well. Please, can you say that again, please, Sophia?
She said she already, she's moving to Germany, right?
Okay.
Yes, I have an offer to move to Germany as a skilled worker.
As a skilled worker.
Part of the requirement to fund a block account.
Okay.
So, and it's huge. It's 5,481 euros. So when the embassy said I should submit documents for preliminary check, part of it is a proof of livelihood, which is this block account they opened for me in Germany, in Tiba. So I wanted to know if people give loans for that.
Yes. Yeah, thank you, Sophia. We give loan for migration support. So anything that deals with migration support, we give loan for that. So, and I feel your case falls under that migration support as well. So you could just send us an email, then we'll follow through. We have a loan for you.
Using the 50% discount to get, using the 50% discount to get more information. We wouldn't dish out information to you like that, right? Because we need to reach, there's definitely going to be an agreement that we are reaching. All right, so this would be the last question because we're past our time before Zoom will take us out. How can I get how can I get sorry, please. How can I get the list of schools you support in the US since I already secured admission? I'd like to check to see if it's one of the schools you support. Okay, I think this is very simple. Just visit our website, please.
Yeah, so you can visit our website.
www.weavesty.com is on the chat. Please do well to visit our website.
Or or send us an email as well. We could.
Okay, send an email to my oga, togunlade@vivesti or eniola@vivesti.com. All right, I said this is going to be the list of how can we apply. Once you get on the clarity call, making use of the 50% discount, send an email to us. Do you have any of our email? So we'll send you the link on how you can proceed. Does Vesti support Klarna payments? TY?
Does Vesti what? I didn't see
Support
that.
Klarna payments.
Ghana payment.
Klarna, Klarna.
I didn't see that question. Sorry. Or could you type the question and send to the chat box?
Okay. Okay, so I just. Okay, sorry, that's I just wanted to let me send the question to you. Yeah, have you seen it?
Klarna payment. Yes, so Klarna payment is, yes, you can send us an email so that we can have a conversation as regards.
Yeah.
Because Klarna payment is meant for all those pay before, pay small, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you so very much. For
You have
more.
a question from Folashade here. Shodipo. Yeah.
Oh, have we not answered?
I'm not sure. Have we?
He said, please, for clarity's sake, does Vesti give 100%? Actually, she's still talking about, she's been asking the same question. 100% loan student for one has to be, we already said it. There are certain, okay, so she's trying to ask if we give 100% loan. And I think this has to do with the schools, right?
Yes, we do. Yeah, 100% loan.
All right, we do. So Miss or Mrs. Folashade, I'm looking forward to your email to begin a step. So all that being said, questions, we've answered all the questions you need to, get to know more about this loan. The best time to start is now, honestly. You all can agree with me that the US of 10 years ago is not the US of now. The way people get the visa then, you can't compare it now. So policies are changing, but may the policies continually be on our side or be our favor. But however, you need to take the step now. The best time to start is now. So that's why we've dropped all of the, where you can get to, make more inquiries. We've sent it to so please do well to message us. Thank you so very much, Mr. Temitayo George. Thank you for gracing my webinar. It's such an honor and it was such a rich session. And does your student loan also support living expenses or only tuition fee?
Yeah, it does support living expenses as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we do concierge service. I think you should give them a little bit of.
Okay. Yeah, so we do visa
concierge. Yeah.
All right. So we do visa concierge. We help you pay for all migration payments as well. So any visa you want to pay, we also pay that on your behalf. So because like I said earlier, you can save in Vesti's wallet in UK, British pounds. You can save in Naira. You can save in dollar. You can save that. So we do cross-border payments as well. So we do all of those visa concierge. We do educational pathway. We support you when it comes to education. We help you find school. We help you, tell you the strategy that you can use to pre-qualify you for all those applications. We give you the best tailored advice when it comes to payment, right? If you need to take a 30% of your loan or 30% of something, we'll tell you that. And I'm sure that if we go through our route, through the advice that we give you, you would eventually get all of this offer. Because I can guarantee you about that. So.
All right, so all right, off to my email. You're welcome, Folashade. I'll gladly receive you. All right, Vivesti, thank you, Mr. Tayo, for putting that up. So you can download the Vesti app a lot of information you need to know. And yes, we have a community. If you are in Lagos, Abuja, Nigeria, we have Kenya community. We have the Lagos, Nigeria community. We have the UK community. Everything is actually on our website. Where you get to the pathways. From the pathways, you get to see the communities that you want to join. You can also join the webinar community. We release more and more of information. So thank you so very much, everyone. The network was breaking at my end, so I didn't get please send an email. We need to run off now. Please send an email. Thank you so much, Joshua. Send an email. Your questions will be answered, I promise. We need to run so that Zoom will not, Zoom us. It will not Zoom us out because we're currently streaming on YouTube. So we don't want anyone to miss out on the information, but please send an email. I'll be personally attend to you. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you all. I hope to see you on our next webinar, which is coming up in a week time, from now. Until then, please have a good night. Mwah. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.